Find a comfortable position to start in, as always. Doesn't matter what that position looks like this morning. Taking a few moments to check in with ourselves this morning to prepare to move our body. If you're comfortable here, you can close your eyes. And just notice where you're at this morning. Check in with yourself physically, how your body is feeling this morning, emotionally, mentally. Just taking stock, trying not to place a judgment call on whatever comes up for you this morning as you start to scan your body, as you start to notice what's happening this morning. It's not about being good or bad, it's just about making a note of where you're at so that you can then move in a way that supports your body, that feels good for you, that can set you up for your day. And as you stay here, taking note of your body, your mental, emotional state today, start to bring your awareness to your breath. You don't have to alter or change your breath here, even though it's almost inevitable when we start to observe our breath. We change it a little bit, we control it a little bit. Just see if you can sit with it for a few rounds and notice if a rhythm starts to emerge here. Notice the inhalation. Notice the exhalation. Notice how the breath feels as it enters your body, how it feels as it leaves your body. Focus on part of your body where you might notice the breath a lot. Maybe that's edges of your nostrils, your chest, your ribs. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed here. You're also welcome to open them. Let's start with a twist. Good morning, Kat. Lovely to see you here today. We'll bring our left hand to our right knee and our right hand behind. First twist of the day, so it doesn't have to be a big shape here. As always, you can use the breath to go deeper here. We'll give ourselves 3 big breaths. On the inhalation, lift the chest. On the exhalation, you can turn a little more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn a little more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn. Inhale, coming back to center. Twist to the left, right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Again, it doesn't have to be a big twist here. Waking up the body this morning. 3 breaths here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn a little more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn a little more. One more time. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn. Inhale, coming back to center. Let's change the cross of the leg so the other leg is in front, and we'll twist again. We'll do the other side, if you will. The other leg is in front. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Compress into the right hand to help lift your chest up. Inhale. Exhale, turn a little more. Inhale. Exhale, turn a little more. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, turn a little more. Inhale, coming back to center. Change sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Use your left hand again to help press, lift your chest up. Inhale. Exhale, turn. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, turn. One more, inhale. Exhale, turn. And inhale, coming back to center. Side bend, right hand on the outside of the right hip. Left arm reaching up and over. You can press lightly through that right hand to ground your left hip to give you a bit more access through that left side of the body, through the left intercostal muscles, the left ribs. And then coming back to center. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Again, you can press lightly into that hand to open through the sides of your body, accessing again those intercostal muscles. And then inhale, coming back to center. Let's come to our toes pose this morning. So you can swing your legs around, come up to a kneeling position. You can take some support underneath your knees as you need. As always, you can have your knees apart or together, that's up to you. And then we reach behind, tuck our toes underneath us. Sometimes we need to use our fingers there to make sure all of our toes are included. And then you're welcome to stay upright if that's better for you. Otherwise, sit your buttocks back onto your heels and lift your chest up. And here we can do our Garudasana arms to help us distract from the feet a little bit. Turn the arms to the side, palms face up, right arm underneath the left. You can cross, wrap the upper arms, or take the outside edges of the shoulders here. Whatever's better for you this morning. Once you've had your wrap established, see if you can bring your elbows up a little more in line with the shoulders, in line with the collarbones, jaw soft. And then we'll change, arms out to the side, turn the palms to face up. Right arm on top of the left, cross, wrap the upper arms. Again, once you've found that wrap, you can bring the arms a little more up in line with the shoulders. Jaw soft here, back of the neck long. And then let's release the hands. You can come forward onto hands and knees here to release your feet. And tap out your feet here. And if it feels okay for you, you can even sit back onto your heels for a moment there. And allow the tops of the feet to release. And let's come back onto hands and knees. Karina, is hands and knees okay for you? Yep, great. We'll do a few rounds of our cat-cow here this morning. We'll warm up our hands and our wrists a little bit as always. You can come onto hands and knees, and again, you can take support as you need underneath your knees. I'm going to think of a different word to say rather than need. As you require underneath your knees. All right, we'll use our breath here to move through our cat-cow. On the inhalation, you start to draw the belly down, chest moves towards the floor. Maybe you look up a little bit if that's okay for your neck. On the exhale, curl tailbone under. Press firmly in between the shoulder blades, release your head. Inhale, belly draws down, chest draws down. Look up. Exhale, curl tailbone under. Again, pressing in between the shoulder blades as much as you can as you release your head. Inhale. And start to move with your own breath here. Maybe you're a bit faster or slower than my cueing, that's okay. Exhale. Exploring a little more the spine here this morning. Inhale, waking up your body. Exhale. And keep moving in this cat-cow shape. Or, as always, you can start to introduce some other shapes. Moving your spine from side to side, making big circles with your torso. Turn and look to one side, a little side bend here, looking back to your feet. Circles with your hips and knees. It's really up to you here. Moving in a way that feels intuitive for you, that feels supportive for you this morning as you explore your body. Just another breath or two here. Then we'll start to take this into our hands, our wrists. We won't be doing a lot of weight bearing today, but I still think it's nice to take a little bit of time to warm them up, to check in, especially if you're going to be working from home today, sitting at the computer. You can start to make circles one way and then the other. We've all done this together before, so as you know, you're always welcome to take something else here, another exercise you might be working with. You can change the direction of your fingers so they point out to the side or point in. Right here, it's important if there's any pain, especially sharp pain, we're going to steer away from that. It's always a big red flag for us that we don't go any further. Just notice the parts that might feel a little bit free or a little bit off limits today. Turn the fingers back towards your knees to open that front part of your wrist. And come onto the tops of your hands, fingers pointing back towards your knees. As always, I do this one at a time. You can do them at the same time if you're up for it. And then let's slowly, over the next breath or two, make our way back to hands and knees. Again, you can take whatever you would normally take here if you have some other exercises you'd like to do. And then we'll come back onto hands and knees. Let's come onto our bellies for a few baby back bends here this morning. Is everyone okay to come onto their abdomen? Great. Come down onto our belly. Extend the legs away from you. So start here with a few rounds of oscillating cobra this morning. So have your feet extending away from you. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. And bring the hands out in line with your shoulders. I have them a little bit of a distance away so I can have a bit of space there around my neck. My elbows point up. So on the inhalation, you're going to press into the tops of your feet and curl up. Your head is the last thing that comes up as you lift your chest up. And on the exhalation, lower all the way back down. Inhale, curling up. Head is the last thing to come up. Exhale, lowering down. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat as you inhale, curl up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, curling up. Exhale, lowering down. Two more just like that. Inhale, curling up. Exhale, lowering down. Last one. Inhale, curling up. Exhale, lowering down. You can take a moment here on your belly. You can bring your arms by your side, or you can stack your hands underneath your head. Rest your forehead down there for a moment. Just take a moment to let everything soften, let go. And then again, let's bring our head back into the center. Go for a few rounds of Shalabhasana here. We'll start with the upper body only. So have the hands behind you, palms face up. We're going to press the legs into the mat. I can show you before we do it together if you like. We've all done this together before. We're going to press the legs into the mat, lift the chest up and pull the arms back like that. So it's just Shalabhasana, upper arms only. Let's give it a go. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Give yourself a full inhale, a full exhale, and then inhale, curling up. Lift the chest up, shoulder tips back, pull your arms back behind you. Just lifting as high as you can here for one more breath. And then release, lower all the way back down. Give yourself a full inhale, a full exhale, and we'll go again. Inhale, press the tops of the feet down. Lift the chest up, curling the shoulder tips back. Pull yourself back with your wrists. And release, lower all the way down. We've got one more just like that. Full inhale. Full exhale. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, curling up. Shoulder tips back. Pull your arms back. Lift your chest as high as you can for one more breath. And release, lower all the way down. Again, you can stack your hands or just rest with your arms by your side for a moment. Now we'll go to full Shalabhasana. We'll add the legs. You are welcome to just repeat what we've just done using just your upper body. You're welcome to take a rest here, or we'll go for the full pose. So the full pose, we lift the upper body and the legs off the mat at the same time. We're balancing on our abdomen. So give yourself a full inhale, a full exhale. Inhale, lifting up the legs, lifting up the chest, pulling the arms back, curling back, holding yourself here for one more breath, and then release all the way back down. Pause there. We'll go again, full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, lifting up, lift the legs up, lift the upper body off the mat, pull yourself back with your wrists here, one more breath. Release, lower all the way back down. One more, just like that, full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, lifting up, curling up, shoulders back, lifting the legs up as high as you can. And release, lower all the way back down. And again, pause here for a moment. You can stack your hands under your head or just rest here on your belly. Then coming up to Sphinx pose here, a bit more of a static pose. Elbows are just ahead of the shoulders here, hands are shoulder width apart. Legs are extending away behind us. It's up to you here how much you'd like to lift your chest up, curl your shoulders back. And lightly press the tops of your feet into the mat and extend your tailbone away from you. Just ever so slightly lengthening out that lumbar, that lower back. So often we use this pose in the yin setting. We stay here for quite some time. We won't be staying here for too long today, so we can make it a little bit more active, lifting the chest up, sternum up. One more breath. And then slowly again, you can lower yourself back down. And again, just take a moment there, rest on your abdomen. Allow everything to release. And let's make our way up. So bring your head back into center, hands underneath your shoulders. I'm going to press to lift my chest up, come up onto hands and knees, and just pause there for a moment on hands and knees. So that everything to settle there in hands and knees. Now, option here, you can go for a dog pose, downward facing dog, or you can go for a forward virasana, big toes together, knees apart, buttocks back on the heels, and release yourself back. Whichever you prefer, downward facing dog or forward virasana, it's up to you. Just rest there for a moment. I think we've all taken forward virasana today, so you can go for a little side bend here. You can walk your hands over towards the right, just as far as feels comfortable in your body. And then walk the hands back to center. Walk them over towards the left. Again, just as far as feels okay for you this morning. Little side bend here on the left. And then walking the hands back through center. Coming up onto hands and knees. Let's keep the left hand where it is. Press into the left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Extend through the right arm. Exhale, thread right arm underneath the left. Inhale, reaching up. Reaching the right arm up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread. And this time you can come to rest if it's okay for your body on the side of your head, the side of your shoulder. You can also take some support underneath your head there, bolster, grip. You can keep that left arm bent or extended away from you, reaching through the left fingers. You turn to the left. And use your next breath to bring your hand back beside your face. Press into your left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Extend through the fingers. Exhale, right hand down onto the mat. take a moment here, you can shuffle a little bit, redistribute, and then we'll keep the right hand where it is, press into the right hand, inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale to thread. Inhale to reach. Exhale to thread. One more, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, thread. And again, you can come to rest on the side of the shoulder, the side of the head. You can take support here underneath your head as you need. And again, you can keep the right arm bent or extended away from you, reaching through the right arm, through the right fingers. And walking the right arm back beside your face. Press into that hand, inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Left hand comes back to the mat. Let's come up to standing now. We'll do some standing poses from here. So it's up to you how you'd like to come up. I'm just going to rock back onto my heels and lift myself up. You can come up however feels good for you this morning. Let's come to stand with our feet hip width apart. Have a look down at your feet. Check that they're pointing straight ahead, that your feet are parallel. Bring your weight a little bit back into your heels and lift up all of your toes as high as you can. Then spread and open your toes. One at a time, releasing the toes down to the mat. And then again, weight back into the heels. Lift up all of your toes. Spread and open them as wide as you can. Down to the mat, see if you can reverse it. So you go the other way first, maybe big toe first. And then once they get down on the mat, keep them lightly spread, but you can soften them here, you can relax them here. You're going to weight back into your heels again, lift your chest up. So gaze is at your eye height here. And your arms by your side. Tips of the shoulders drawing back. Jaw soft. Collarbones broad. Give yourself a full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, arms reach up. Maybe you look up if that feels okay for you. Exhale, bend forward. You can bend the knees here to take the hands to the floor, release the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up your shins, straight arms, straight legs, look forward. Exhale, bend, release the head. Again, halfway lift, inhale, straight arms, straight legs, look forward. Exhale, bend. One more time, inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, bend. Press into your heels, inhale, come up, pull yourself up. You can reach the arms up above your head. Exhale, back to Tadasana. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, arms reach up. We can move a little bit faster here now. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up to standing, pulling yourself up, reaching the arms up. Exhale, back to Tadasana. Full inhale, full exhale, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to standing, rising up. Exhale, hands by your side. Utkatasana here. So you can have your feet apart or you can bring them together. That's up to you. We're going to bend the knees. I'll show you from the side. Bend the knees, sit the buttocks back, and then lift the chest up, arms up if that feels okay for you. You can also take your arms wide for cactus arms here for your neck and shoulders. So let's come back to standing. We'll do this together. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the knees. Sit low, just your capacity here. And then if you can, reach the arms up. You can have the arms wide, or you can keep your hands on your hips here, whatever's better for you this morning. Imagine you had a brick between your knees here that you were lightly hugging to keep your outer legs holding in. One more breath. Then inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, you can release yourself forward here. And again, you can bend your knees here as much as you need to release the head. Then we'll go again to Utkatasana from this forward bend. Bend the knees, sit the buttocks low. Then inhale, lift your chest up, arms up. Again, you can take the arms wide, hands on the hips, whatever works for you. Imaginary or actual brick hugging between your knees, that's up to you. You've got one more breath here. Inhale, you can straighten the legs. Exhale, again, going forward, releasing forward. One more time. Weight back into the heels, bend the legs. Inhale, coming up to Utkatasana. You have your hands on your hips, arms reaching up, cactus arms, again, whatever's better for you. Hugging the legs towards each other, having that whole outer line of the leg turn on. One more breath if you can. And then inhale again, you can pour yourself forward. Exhale, release the back of the neck. Then press into your heels. Inhale, come up. Pull yourself back up to standing. And then release the arms back by the side. Let's step the feet apart now for Trikonasana. So take your feet wide. As wide as you can, as wide as feels comfortable for you. We'll turn to the right side. Press into the back edge of your back heel. Front leg straight. Extend out through the arms. Press into the back heel. Inhale, lift your front arm up. Exhale, go down. Take the hand to the shin, top arm up. Press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Exhale, land there. Inhale, front arm lifts. Exhale, go down. Hand to the leg, top arm up. Press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Exhale to land. Inhale, front arm lifts. Exhale, go down, hand to the leg, top arm up. Press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. One more time. We'll hold it there. Press into the back heel. Inhale. Exhale, go down. Pause here. We'll hold Trikonasana here for a moment. Keep pressing into the back edge of your back heel. Reach up through the top wrist, through the top fingers. If it's okay for your neck, you can even turn to look towards your hand for full Trikonasana. Then press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. You can bring your hands to your hips, give your arms a rest. Just change your side by turning your right toes forward and your left toes out. And both legs are straight here. Extend out through the arms. Press into the back heel. Inhale, lift your front arm up. Exhale, go down. Take the hand down, top arm up. Press, inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Exhale, land there. Inhale, front arm lifts. Exhale, go down, touch. Press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Exhale to land. Inhale, front arm lifts. Exhale, go down. Take the hand down. Press into the back heel. Inhale, come up. One more time again. This time we'll hold it there. Inhale, front arm lifts. Exhale, go down, hand to the leg. Top arm extended up. Pressing through the back edge of your back foot to hold you steady here. Reach through the top wrist, through the top fingers. And again, maybe you can turn to look towards your top hand. Then press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. You can turn your left toes forward and bring your hands to your hips again here. Turn your right leg out and turn to the right. Again, press through the back edge of your back heel. Hold it down. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the front leg, just bending it down to like a warrior two knee. And then inhale to come up. Exhale, bend knee over the ankle. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. One more time. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. This time we can add arms and we can stay in a Virabhadrasana 2. Extend out through the arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend. Sink that leg down to a square. Pressing through the back edge of the back heel and pull yourself back with your back wrist. You can turn to look over your hand for one more breath. And then inhale, straighten the front leg to come up. Hands to hips. Turn right toes forward, left toes out. And just bending here. Pressing to the back heel. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend. Front knee down. Inhale, straighten that leg to come up. Exhale, bend. Sinking that front thigh down, knee over the ankle. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come up. This time again, we can go for a warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Press into the back heel and extend out through the arms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the front leg down to your capacity, sinking that front thigh down. Press through the back edge of the back foot and pull yourself back with your back wrist. Turn to look over your front hand here for one more breath. And then inhale, straighten that leg to come up. Hands to hips. Turn your left toes forward, right toes out. This time we'll go for Parsvarottanasana. That's when you bend the knee and take the hand down. Options here, you can take the hand to the thigh, and take the hand to the floor, or if you do have a brick nearby, you can have a brick there to take your hand down onto. So you can bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bend your front leg down. And then you can take your front arm to wherever you're working, resting on the front thigh, down to the floor or a brick. Keep pressing through the back edge of your back heel. Roll the top shoulder behind you, draw bottom ribs through. And keep your hand on your hip, or maybe you reach your arm up in line with your shoulder. Reaching through the top wrist, through your top fingers. Then press into your back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Hands to hips. Right toes forward. Left toes out. Press into the back heel. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the front leg down. Again, you can take your arm to where you're working, resting on your front knee, taking it down to the floor or a brick. Keep pressing through the back edge of your back heel. Roll the top shoulder behind you, bottom ribs through, and then maybe again you can take that top arm up in line with your shoulder. Reaching up through the wrist for one more breath. And then press into the back heel. Inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Turn your toes to face forward. Last one here, we can give it a go, is Ardha Chandrasana. It's a balancing pose. I'll show you what it looks like. We've done it together before at Haven. I'm just not sure that we've done it online together before. So we're going to go through Trikonasana. You take your hand down, top hand to the hip. Turn to look to the front edge of your mat. Bend your front leg, hop your back foot in halfway. Then you take your hand down to the floor or a brick or something like that if you need. You lean into the hand, lean into the foot, straighten the bottom leg and lift the top leg up. To come down, we repeat. So we reverse, we bend the front leg, step the top foot back, and we come back to Trikonasana. Even if you can't get all the way up, you can just practice that hopping in, coming up and down like that. If you have a brick, I recommend putting it on that edge so you can balance on it like that. You can also use a couple of forks or even maybe a tin of beans, something like that. See how you go. Just give it a go. So we have our feet already apart. We turn to the right. We'll go through Trikonasana, the first pose we did. Extend out through the arms. Inhale, lift your front arm up. Exhale, go down. Hand to the leg, top arm up. Now for Ardha Chandrasana, you take your top hand to your hip. You turn to look to the front edge of your mat.
Bend your right leg, hop your back foot in about halfway. Take the hand down to the floor. Now the hand is just in front of my shoulder in line with my little toe side of my foot. Lean into the hand, lean into the foot. See if you can straighten your bottom leg. And then maybe you can lift your top leg up. Just work at whatever stage is okay for you here this morning. If you've got the top leg up, reach through the back thigh, through the back heel. Then to come down, bend that front leg. Take the top foot down. Straighten the front leg. We find our way back to Trikonasana, triangle pose. Press into the back heel. Inhale, come up. Pull yourself up. We're going to try that again. Same side. You can change. If you didn't use a brick, you want to try a brick, you can do that. If you want to try it the same way, by all means, we'll go the same way. Press into the back heel. Inhale, lift your front arm up. Exhale, go down. Take the hand down to the leg, top arm extending up. Ardha Chandrasana, hand to the hip. Turn to look to the short edge of your mat. Bend your front leg, hop your back foot in halfway. Take your hand down to the floor or your support. Again, just ahead of your shoulder. Lean into your hand, lean into your foot. Start to straighten your bottom leg, and then if you can, top leg up in line with your hip. Extending through the inner leg if you've got that top leg up. And then to come down, bend the front leg, step the top foot back. Straighten the front leg, find your way back to Trikonasana. Then press into the back heel, inhale, come up. Nice work. Let's change sides. You can take your hands to your hips, you can turn your right toes forward, your left toes out. If you have support for your hand, take it to the other side. And we'll go again. Extend out through the arms. Inhale, lift your front arm up. Exhale, go down, Trikonasana. Ardha Chandrasana. Top hand to the hip. Turn to look to the left side of your mat. Bend your front leg, hop your back foot in halfway. Take your hand down to the floor just in front of your shoulder. Lean into your hand, lean into your foot. Straighten your bottom leg, lift your top leg up. If you've got the top leg up, extend through the inner leg. If you're just working on straightening that leg, you can bend and straighten a few times. Then to come down, bend the front leg, step the top foot back, straighten the leg, arm up, Trikonasana. Press into the back heel, inhale, come up. We'll do this one more time, Ardha Chandrasana this side. Wherever you're working, you can just focus on straightening that leg. It's up to you. Press into the back heel. Inhale, lift your front arm up. Exhale, go to Trikonasana. Ardha Chandrasana, hand to the hip. Turn to look, bend the front leg, step the back foot in half. Take the hand down, lean into the hand, lean into the foot. Straighten the bottom leg. And then as you can, lift the top leg up in line with your hip. The top leg is up, extend through the inner leg so that leg is active, that leg lifts you up here, that leg is buoyant here. And then again to come down, bend the front leg, step the top foot back. Straighten the front leg to Trikonasana, arm up. Press into the back heel, inhale, come up, pull yourself up. Turn your feet to face forward, bring your hands to your hips, just step your feet in. Last one here today is Vrikshasana, tree pose. So we'll be standing on the left leg and bending up the right leg. If you need to go to a wall, whether that's back to the wall or facing the wall, you can do that now. Otherwise, we'll do it here on our mat together. So feet are parallel, pointing straight ahead. Left hand to left hip. Stand on the left leg. And for the first one, you are welcome to take this smaller tree pose where the heel presses against the ankle of the left leg. Keep drawing the outer left hip in, standing firmly through the left inner heel, outer heel. To go further, we bend up the right leg, we take a hold of the right foot, and we draw it up as high as we can, maybe to the top of the thigh, maybe it's a bit lower down, depends on what's happening for you today. Press your leg against your foot, foot back against your leg, and lift your chest up. Then we'll change sides. Right leg down. Weight onto the right leg, bend up the left leg. And again, you can start here with this smaller variation, the foot still on the ground, help you get your balance here. Stand firmly through the right foot. Draw the outer right hip in and lift the chest up. So already here you're finding that spot ahead of you to focus on to help keep your balance. Then we can bend up the left leg, take the foot, lift it higher up the leg. As high as you can. Press your foot against your leg back against your foot and lift your chest up. Steady here. And then change. Left leg down. Stand on the left leg. This time you can take the right leg to wherever you'd like to work with it straight away. So stand on the left leg, bend up the right leg, and take that foot up the leg. Pause there. Still drawing the outer left hip in. Press the foot against the leg back against the foot, and lift your chest up. You can stay here or bring your hands to your chest in Namaskarasana. Lifting the chest up, pressing the hands together. You can stay here or you can reach the arms up above your head. Palms can be together or apart depending on your neck, your shoulders. And then hands come back through center. Release. Right leg down. Last one. Standing on the right leg. Stand on the right leg, bend up the left leg, and again take that foot to wherever you'd like to work with it here. Draw the outer right hip in and press the foot against the leg back against the foot. Find your balance here, your stability here. Maybe again you can bring your hands to Namaskarasana at your chest, lifting your chest up. You can stay here, or maybe you reach the arms up above your head. Again, palms can be together or apart depending on your neck, your shoulders. And then hands back to center. Release, coming back. Let's come onto our backs for a moment here. Come to lay back. You can just start with your knees bent, back flat. Have your knees, your feet about hip width apart. Again, your feet are pointing straight ahead, feet are parallel. Now you can bring your hands down by your side or even hold on to the outside edges of the mat. We're going for Chatushpadasana, which is very similar. It's basically a bridge pose if you've done a lot of Pilates and things like that. So you can hold on to the outside edges of your mat here to give you a bit of grip. Roll your inner arms out and tips of the shoulders down to the mat. Going to have a full inhale, a full exhale, and then curl the tailbone up towards you as you lift your hips up, buttocks up. So come up onto your shoulder tips here. Press the feet down to lift your hips up just as high as you can here, working with your body today. One more breath. And then release, lower all the way back down. Buttocks back down onto the floor. We've got two more. And this second and third time you can go a little bit further if it's available for you. You can even tuck your shoulder tips back underneath you a little more. Full inhale, full exhale. Inhale, curl the tailbone up towards you. Press the heels down, lift the hips up. Heels down, hips up. And then if you can start to tuck your shoulder tips a little more underneath you. Still pressing the heels down to lift the hips up as high as you can to what's available for you today. And then release, lower all the way back down. Last one here. Press the feet down, full inhale, full exhale. Curl the tailbone up towards you and then lift your hips up. Press your feet down to lift your hips up. And again, if you can walk your shoulder tips a little bit further underneath. Keep the legs just like our Utkatasana, slightly drawing towards each other like there was a brick between your knees.
We're here for one more breath. And then release all the way back down. You can let go of your mat and just allow your spine to release down into the mat. Keep the left leg where it is, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and allow the right knee to turn out to the side. You can stay here, or to go further, you can pick the left leg up off the mat. Maybe you reach around to take a hold above or below that left knee. Just working again to what's available for you in your body this morning. See if you can allow your head and shoulders to release down to the mat. Unclench your teeth here. Jaw soft. Face soft. It's up to you how much you'd like to pull with your arms to draw your legs towards you. Just a few more breaths here. And then slowly release the hands. Release the left foot down to the mat. Uncross the right leg and again pause there for a moment. Right leg stays where it is, cross left ankle over right knee. Allow the left knee, the left thigh to release out to the side. Again, you can stay here or we can go further by picking up the right leg, looping the arms around the right knee, wherever you're working. You can have a belt there around the leg. And then again, see if you can let your head, your shoulders release down to the mat. Jaw soft. Just check in here, make sure you're not clenching your teeth or even scrunching up in between your eyebrows. Keep your face soft here. A few more breaths here. Slow, steady breaths. Last one. And then again, remove your hands, release your right foot down to the mat, uncross, left foot comes back to the mat. And again, just pause there for a moment, both knees bent. Last one here today is Pavanmuktasana. So you can bring your knees towards your chest and have your hands or your arms wrapped around your knees. Or you can take Happy Baby here. So if you'd like to take Happy Baby, you can take your knees wide. Arms reach up to take a hold of the feet. And the knees, the thighs release down. It's up to you which one you prefer to take. I also like to rock gently from side to side here. So whether you have your knees to your chest or Happy Baby, it can be quite nice to roll over the lower back there. Just another few moments here. And then you can come back to center. Release your feet, feet come back to the mat. And roll onto your right side. You can use your left hand to press yourself up. And we can set up for our inversion today. So you've got a few options. You can go for legs up the wall or a bent leg. I think you've all got bolsters. So if you did want to do something like we've done this in Haven before, like one like this, where it goes this way. Sorry, my bolster is black and my mat is black. It's not very helpful. Where it goes this way against the wall and you lay back, or it goes this way against the wall and you lay back. You're welcome to do that. You're also welcome to just lay flat with your legs up the wall. Or if neither of those things appeal to you, you can have a Supta Baddha Konasana where you have the bolster on your mat, your buttocks on the floor, your feet together, and your knees out to the side there. You can also take a blanket underneath your head there to support your neck, your shoulders. So it's up to you, whatever you prefer here. It is also cooling down this morning, so you can take a blanket, some socks, a jumper. Take a moment, if you haven't already, with all my talking, to find that position that suits you.
Allow yourself to settle into that position. That looks good there. I don't know if you have some support underneath your buttocks, but if it feels a little bit tight to the lower back, you can have some support there. Yeah, nice. So now here, whatever you've taken for your inversion variation today, you can allow yourself to close your eyes. Just come to a little bit of stillness here, quietness here. Let go of any holding in your body, that you don't need to stay in this pose. There might be some holding in your abdomen, your belly, shoulders, your jaw, your face. It's all parts of the body that we encourage to soften, to let go. Allow yourself to become still. Be quiet. It's like at the beginning of our practice, you need to control or alter your breath. And then slowly bring your awareness to your breath. Watch it come and go. We'll just have another few minutes here. I'm welcome to stay here for your final pose today. Otherwise, if you'd like to come down and have a Shavasana, back Shavasana, make your way down there. Again, I think you've all got bolsters, so you could also lay back flat and have a bolster behind your knee. If you'd like to do that, allow your lower back to release. Just a moment here to set yourself up, however it feels comfortable for you for your final pose today. With blanket on with some socks on if you're feeling a little bit cool. And again, allow yourself to settle into this final pose. I need to adjust your legs, your lower back, back of your neck. Again, slowly allow yourself to soften here, to settle into stillness. You don't have to force the stillness here in Shavasana. It's a process that chipping away, letting go. When we start with parts of our body You can really sense and see how they allow them to soften, quieten down. Allow your belly to soften, your lower back to release. Soften your spine down into your mat. Release the tips of your shoulders down. Throat is soft. Back of the neck long. Unclench your teeth here. Allow your jaw to be soft. Let there be a gentle part between your lips. Unfurrow the space between your eyebrows. Your eyes draw a little more into your head. Soft face. Soft breath. Soft, quiet inhalation. Soft, quiet exhalation. Soft, steady inhalation. Soft, steady exhalation. More quietly, slowly, start to deepen your breath. Take a longer inhalation, longer exhalation. Again, take a deeper inhalation, a longer exhalation. Slowly, and bend up your legs. Bring your feet to rest on the floor or your bolster. Bring your hands to rest on your abdomen or your ribs. And slowly make your way onto your right side. With your right arm as a rest for your head as you curl up on your side. And the last few moments here today, you come back into your body, your physical space today. And thank yourself for moving your body, for doing something for you today. And as you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And use your left hand to press yourself up into a seated position. There's no rush. And we can seal our practice together today. If you feel safe to do so here, I invite you to close your eyes. You can bring your hands to your chest to Namaskarasana. And I invite you to bring your thumbs to third eye center between your eyebrows for clear thoughts. Draw them down to brush gently against your lips for clear speech. Bring them back down to press at your sternum, at your heart center for a clear heart. Most importantly to ourselves and then also to each other, we say thank you out loud or in our heads. And then we bow forward. Thank you.